fighter did Sugar Shane Mosley fight and he got caught for having that plaster of Paris in his hand? Margarito. That's who Sugar Shane Mosley fought that had the plaster of Paris in his glove? Yeah. What is that, like a cement? It's a full cement?
Yeah, it hardens over time.
It's like a cast.
Yeah. Can you imagine fighting a guy like that? Remember, me and you and Sugar Shane Mosley were talking about that. Can you imagine fighting a guy who has cement in his gloves?
Bro, that's
like,
man, that's so
Wait,
wrong.
what fight are you talking
You start feeling one
he
punch.
He was about to fight Margarito.
Oh yeah, no, he did.
No, he fought. He beat up
fought
Cotto
him for 12. Yeah, he beat up Cotto for 12 rounds, and he had the
and then Cotto got
plastic,
the rematch and
the plastic of
whooped
Paris
his ass,
or
right?
whatever.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. I'm not gonna say no names. I know a fighter, and I
Came back and beat him though. They fought again.
Yeah, no, that's so. Yeah,
I saw him in the locker room putting syringes in his wraps in Japan.
syringes.
He was shooting something in his wraps, but I'm not gonna say his name. I'm real cool with this guy.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wonder what that would do.
Just say who it is off camera.
I'm not gonna say who it is, but yeah, I've seen him do. I seen it.
I wonder what that would.
More than once.
What color was he?
What's he injecting in there? Do you think?
I didn't even ask.
Like, I mean, the injection thing. Unless they
I
already
mean,
have
it's-
something on the
I mean,
on
do you think-
the
do you think he's
on the
in-
gauze.
Yeah.
It have to be in the
gauze.
gauze.
Do you think he's injecting into his hand or just into the gauze?
I think it looked like he was doing it into the
because
gauze.
we could put like Toradol in his hand so he won't. Maybe he's got like a
Or
broken,
cortisone.
but why would he do-
cortisone in
like
the
a broken
in the-
hand.
Yeah,
there's
you
no
just
reason to do it feel- after the wrapped
Yeah,
up.
but why would he do it after he's wrapped in tape?
Maybe he forgot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why would you put something in your? I mean, that wouldn't seem like it'd make much sense. Unless it's like blood sport where you're throwing like the powder in his eyes. The guy can't see.
Because you remember in Pride, they didn't
Like
in
a
Japan,
numbing,
They don't
maybe?
have an athletic commission.
They don't test. They induce guys to use steroids. It's
Yeah.
like
They
they wanted
test.
to put on the biggest freak shows possible.
Yeah.
Pride never tested.
Pride
for
never
anything.
tested.
No,
Let's be
they
real.
test you for like
Weed.
drugs, like weed and
Weed.
cocaine.
They
And all.
didn't test you for steroids.
Yeah,
No,
so we
right.
don't want you to be a tweaker, but here's some steroids. That's the Japanese way. It's like they're all about honor, honor in the code. But I mean, they really wanted freak shows.
Yeah.
So this is the last 20 seconds. Rodriguez versus Osborne. We're wrapping it up. Just crazy guillotines, arm bars, triangle chokes, everything you can imagine. Everybody's escaping. No one gets submitted, but pretty close to it. And Rodriguez gets the win on this. This guy's career is obviously exploding right now. UFC has him as a big superstar in the making. He has crazy charisma, like I said. He's got the mouthpiece. He's got the walkouts.
Oh, he's the one with the crazy teeth mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We talk about Rodriguez,
Yeah.
and he's got some balls. I mean, what's more important than that?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's
He's gonna
got some
put fights
heart,
on.
and you can fix the blue belt. You can fix the blue belt on the feet. You can fix the blue belt on the ground, but you can't fix those balls.
Yeah.
You
See,
know what
look,
I mean?
look at that. He gets
Look, he's flatlined.
like that's a knockout. That's a knockout in a lot of fights. The referees will call it, and then for him to come back and win that fight, it shows that he got it.
That's a great point.
That's a good call, coach. He has something you can't teach, right?
He's got a heart, man.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy can come to you with all the fucking talent in the world. Say, I mean, the best athlete in the world doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have, the ticker. Good luck, man.
They just got to build this guy slowly. You know, he's definitely gonna run into some walls if he gets put up too early. But he's sick. He's fun to watch.
How, TJ and Rampage, this is for you guys. How important is it, and Coach Perillo, I know me and you talked about this morning, for a fighter to kind of get the right matches going up in his career to build based off his kind of current level?
That all depends on the fighter. Like, I was never like gifted fights, right? Like I just kind of got thrown into the wolves. I mean, I fought for a world title in 2 years just because that was the way my career went. I could be well-rounded and do it. But if you got a guy that they're trying to build up, give him the right fights, it's very important. If you got a striker that can't grapple, then I'm going to give him the fights that are going to help him out. If he's marketable, if he's got those balls the coach is talking about, I'm going to build him up the right way. It all depends on, it's all fighter to fighter basis, you know?
Well, I think the sports keeps growing and growing, so people are doing a lot more of that now as well. They're trying to pick their fights a little bit more. Where I think when TJ was coming up, they weren't in the position to really pick your fights like they do in boxing and they do and whatnot. But I think because it's getting more and more eyes are on it, being an ESPN sport, this and that they can kind of. There's a lot more athletes out there too to choose from, so you can get a guy with a winning record, even though he might not have the toughest competition, and that's the right guy for you. You know what I mean?
100%.
Am I making sense? Where
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
you got to fight everybody.
I never thought you could say no. I was like, who am I fighting? Here he goes, like, all right, cool. Like I was like, I didn't know you got a choice.